going on, guys? I'm Johnny Jones, and this is Military Transition Tips. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why you should get out and 3 reasons why you should stay in. As you may have known, I did 2 tours in the Marine Corps, so I've been on both sides of this list. So we're going to start out with the first reason why you should stay in. Now, we all know that you have an uncle's cousin's brother who has a farm out in Idaho who told him that when you got out, you could work on his farm. Or, I'm going to go to school, Staff Sergeant. What school did you apply to? Oh, I haven't done that yet. Hey, dog, it's August, so are you really going to be going to school? We all know those guys that said they have solid plans on the way out. But if you really don't have a solid plan, like you haven't applied for school yet, you don't have a job, you don't have an apartment lined up, if you don't have any of these things, you might really want to consider staying in. Now, I'm not one of these first sergeants to run around saying, all right, everybody needs to stay in. But you really need to be thinking about yourself from this point. Do you really want to put yourself out there without a solid exit plan on how you're going to go from a stable financial situation to a financial situation that is questionable at best? Now, the second reason you should stay in really is that healthcare. Take it from somebody who got out and has to deal with regular healthcare. Military healthcare is amazing, especially if you have a family. When you get out, you have to pay premiums, deductibles. You have to get a healthcare degree just to understand what your plan covers. But in the military, you know that your family's covered no matter what. So if you have a family member or yourself with a chronic or continuing health issues, you might want to stay in the military or at least get a GS job or something like that. That's another option that we'll talk about in another video. But you might want to think about staying in because the healthcare in the military is vastly superior to healthcare on the outside, unless you're making enough money or you're in a good employer that provides good healthcare like that. That's the reason you want to stay in. If there's something you want to do. Now, if you join the military to do something specific, say you're in the Marine Corps, you want to go to MARSOC, or you want to be a ranger, or you want to go to a certain duty station. If there's something like that you really want to do, think about staying in. And the reason I say that is regret is a killer. If you decide to get out for whatever reason, you're angry or it wasn't what you thought it was, and you're getting disillusioned, think about what you joined for. If there's something you really want to do, go for it. In my case, I really wanted to go on another deployment. I wanted to go see places I wouldn't have seen before. I would have gone to do a lot of these things. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go and see more and do more. So I decided to stay in. But on my second tour, for reasons I want to talk about later in the video, I decided to get out. So if there's something you really decide you want to do, sit back and really, really consider staying in. Everybody wants to get out. It's the cool thing to do. All the cool kids are doing it. They're getting out, you're doing whatever you want to do, you're smoking weed, you're growing your beard out. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no. You're doing whatever you want to do. Well, these are some of the reasons why you should get out as opposed to staying in. The first reason you should get out, fulfillment. This one's personal to me. I wanted to do something that I could not do in the military. I was no longer fulfilled in the position that I was in. I was a staff sergeant and I was in a good position. I was running a very large operation. I was having a great time, but I was no longer fulfilled. I felt like I reached as far as I could have reached in my career at a pretty early age. So what I decided to do was to get out and chase opportunities so I could feel more fulfilled. So if you feel that same way, if you feel like every day you're going to work and you like what you're doing a little bit, but it's not filling that hole, that thing that you have, really consider on getting out. The next reason you should get out is for opportunity. Say you want to live in a different place. Say you're in the Army and there's no way your job is going to be able to send you to Miami. Or if you want to live in Texas or something like that, or you want to live in Alaska, but you don't want to go there under the rule of the military, then you might want to consider getting out. The same goes for if you want to go to school, if you want a certain job, you want to change careers into something that is not available in your branch or in the military at all. Those opportunities are a good reason for you to consider getting out. But when you chase these opportunities, ensure that you're actually doing the due diligence to make sure you're getting everything you need done. Don't say I want to go to Harvard or Cornell, but then never apply, and then you are in the position I was talking about in the first half, where you don't have a good exit plan. So when you chase these opportunities, ensure that you're actually chasing them. You're not using them as an excuse to get out, telling everybody you're going to do it, and then you end up not. The last reason you want to get out. If you find yourself going to work every single day and you're just not with it, you're not doing a good job, you're apathetic, you just kind of have that effort mentality, then you might want to get out. Honestly, this is regardless of where you are in your career, because remember, you're in a more servant position being in the military. You're doing everything you can so that everybody else can do the job as well. Not just you, the boots on the ground, everybody. So what you don't want to do is be going to work apathetic and not liking what you're doing. Because number one, you're not going to be happy, and everybody else is going to see that, and it's just going to bring morale down. So you being unhappy is actually going to cause everybody else to be unhappy, and we've all seen that. We have all seen those types. So you don't want to be one of those people. You want to really consider getting out. And that also means if you're closer to the end, consider retiring at the time you're supposed to retire. You know, are you going to be happy with the time remaining if you're going to be pushing it through, whether it's 3 years, 10 years, 12 years? Are you really going to push through that unhappy? We only have one life to live, so make sure that what you're doing and the decisions you're making is really what's going to make you happy and fulfilled in your life. Bonus reason. So this is kind of in the middle. If you find that you have toxic leadership and then you're unhappy, do not make that decision emotionally to get out. Do not decide to get out just because currently you're not happy with the leadership or the environment you're in. Those things can change. What I said about getting out, that was personal. That was something that you feel yourself, not something that comes from external sources, all right? So if you find that you're in a private pile situation and you cannot stand everybody you're with or who you're reporting to, we've all been there, just push through it, just really consider it. And also, please don't make these decisions in a vacuum. If you have a family, take them into consideration, bring them into the decision, because it doesn't just affect your life, it affects their lives too. And it has to do with getting out or staying in. All right, guys, that's the end. I appreciate watching. If you have some time, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel and it keeps me giving videos like this out. All right, catch you guys next time. Peace.